Bombay Lemonade.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Laff Nation.
Thank you for having me.
So you've quickly become one of the rising stars of West Indian comedy.
Yes, so I've been told.
Let's go back to the beginning. Tell us how you got your name.
All right, so when I was like 19, Wiz Khalifa had this song about gin and lemonade. And then I was force ripe, so I changed my name to Bombay Lemonade. And then I eventually had the drink afterwards, and I did not like it at all. But a lot of people already started calling me Bombay, so I was officially Bombay Lemonade, so I just kept it that way.
Where is your family originally from?
So my dad is from Essequibo, Leguan, and my mom is from Berbice. Her family ranges from like Kanji, Quarantine, all over Berbice.
And you live in Toronto?
I'm from Toronto, yeah, born and raised.
Who were some of your influences when you started comedy?
It would have to be my aunties. If you see my comedy, you've known I do a killer auntie. I was raised by my mom, my grandma, and all my aunties, so they are like the blood of my comedy.
Are your aunts and moms supportive of what you do?
Now they are, because some of them are like, I said that. You took my joke or you took my line. In the moment, it wasn't a joke, but I turned it into a joke. So,
the thing about comedy that I think is really interesting about what you do is you do exactly that. You take things that are everyday conversations.
Correct.
And you turn them into jokes.
Turn into something, exactly, yeah.
Is that something that it's hard for you to do? Is there a process by which you do that, or it just comes to you naturally?
It just comes to me naturally because some of the things they say should not be said. And then I'm like, if I'm laughing at this, somebody else has to be laughing at it. So I just throw it up on my story.
What made you decide to make your comedy public?
Well, like I said, I grew up with a lot of female influences, very strong ones, and they like to talk a lot. So I said, if me and my cousins are laughing at some of the things they are saying, how many other people and their cousins must be laughing at the same thing? And then that's when I decided, let's just put up a camera, do what we have to do, and then stick it up on Instagram. And then from there, it was a hit. People loved it. So I'm like, let me just keep doing this.
Do you remember what the first video was?
It would have to be my first official Bombay Lemonade video was when I had the oil on my face and I was screaming, me daddy and you daddy, it's who daddy. And I was going out. I was about to go out that night. I'm like, let me just make this video. And then I posted it and I'm at the party and people are just going crazy. My DMs are going crazy. So that was the first official Bombay Lemonade video.
Were you nervous the first time you had to hit upload?
The first time, no. But then when people expected more, that's when the nerves started kicking in. Because I'm like, criticism is going to kick in. And then what am I going to do? And then that's where the nerves started to kick in after that, when people wanted more.
For a lot of people, it's the opposite. The first time is the hardest part. Yeah. And once they see the feedback, it gets easier.
Yeah. See, I wasn't expecting it to be a video. I was just like, I'm just chilling at home with coconut oil on my face. And then it kind of became something that out of nothing.
What's your process for creating these videos? Do you plan ahead? Do you just shoot as you think of it? Is it random?
Most of the times it's just scenarios that I've heard growing up or anybody can relate to as being Guyanese. You hear these things. But for example, my potato salad video that everyone's going nuts about right now, I just wanted potato salad that day. And then I queued up this whole drama about it and then posted it. So usually half the time, it's just me thinking about something minuscule and then how can I prolong this into a drama and post it on my Instagram.
How long did it take for you to start to see traction for your comedy on Instagram?
I would say I've been doing this for almost 4 years. In the last 2 years, that's when I've seen growth, and that's due to the consistency that you put into posting.
Tell us more about the consistency.
Well, with posting and doing what we do on Instagram, you have to be constant because people are looking forward to these videos. I post minimum once a week, and like the other guys, they're posting videos every other day. So when you see that, you're like, I gotta get on it. I gotta start posting, because then you lose your fan base. They'll go watch somebody else, and then they always want something fresh and new. So you got to be on top of it and make sure you're not delivering something that somebody else has already done.
What's your relationship like with the other comedians?
Good. I would have to say we are a strong group. We each have our own niche when it comes to our West Indian comedy. So there's no head clashing. And many times we would like to collaborate because Andrew will bring something, Ruggs will bring something different, Dan Bala will bring something different. And I feel like we mesh so well, and that's what people like. People like seeing us together.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Yeah.
Who's the funniest out of all of
Who
them?
is the funniest?
Your personal favorite.
I would have to say it would be Andrew, because he's the first one that I came in contact with. But Andrew doesn't talk, he yells. Andrew does not talk, he yells. So, and I feel when it comes to rawness and authenticity, we both hit that marker.
So then you guys started doing shows together.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So in the beginning, being the new guy, I was skeptical because I'm like, they all know each other. They're all from New York. Me coming in as a new guy, I'm like, are they gonna like me? What do I do? What do I say? But as soon as we met, that first night, we had a great time. It's like we knew each other for years. We were just busting jokes all night. We did more comedy outside of the show than we did in the show, to be honest. So I was happy I got to meet them.
Were you nervous at that first show?
The first show, I think we all were nervous because this was our first big comedy show together as a group. It's a bunch of us, and it was a long show. But then when we saw the response we got, we were ready because we did a back-to-back show. We were ready for the second one.
So you did 2 shows in one night?
2 shows within a weekend.
Oh, wow.
So it was Friday, Saturday.
The feedback on those shows kept you motivated?
Yeah, we wanted to do shows again and again. I don't know if it was because we wanted to chill with each other again or we actually wanted to work, to be honest.
Do you think that's why the shows work so well? Because you guys naturally just like being around each other?
Exactly. And I think a lot of our fan base is because we have so much common fans or people that watch us. They like to see us together because they know they're going to get some good laughs. So
what's the hardest thing that you weren't prepared for?
It would have been the negative criticism.
I didn't finish the question. So what's the hardest thing that you weren't prepared for in doing the comedy videos?
It would definitely be the negative criticism because you're not used to hearing somebody say bad things about you on a consistent basis, right? But
except your mother.
Exactly. Your mom, she has a free pass to do that, right? But then when you see people who you don't know saying these things about you, and they get nasty sometimes. But there is always more love tenfold, and that takes away the effect of the negativity.
Do people recognize you when you're walking down the street?
Lately, in the last year or so, yes. I'll be in Walmart. I'll be in the mall. I'll be at the doctor's office. People are like, yeah, you're Bombay Lemonade. My mom loves you. And they'll take a picture. I was at a funeral. In like the room. Like, and someone's like, Bombay Lemonade, can I take a picture? I'm like, outside, not here. But yeah, and then my mom's been getting noticed too. And she, in the beginning, was kind of like freaked out. But then she got it more often and often. Now she loves it. So yeah, it's almost every day for me now.
Do you like when fans come up to you?
I do, because I like having conversations with people. Like they're watching me, so I'm like, I want to know who's watching me. What are you guys up to? What are you guys doing? What do you guys like about me? So yeah, I love meeting my fans.
So we have to talk about Sham Sundar.
Yes, we do, eh?
Tell us about how you came to love that song.
Sham Sundar. So the first time I heard it was at a barbecue, and the reason I liked it so much is because it has that old sounding chutney vibe. And I heard it, I loved it, and then I just wouldn't stop singing it. So now everywhere I went, people associated me with the song because it's all I posted. And I would walk into a party, and the first song they would play was Sham Sundar. That's how I officially became the Sham Sundar.
So then you actually had the party, I Am Sham Sundar.
Yeah, so for my birthday, we flew up Prithvi Beam from Trinidad to sing the song live. And I was like doing the floss beside her while she's singing it, and the whole crowd's going crazy. So that was a good time. I enjoyed it.
What was it like to work with her?
She's cool. She's mad cool. And she's like our age, so we all just vibed. And she knew that I loved the song, so she made me sing it with her on stage. I mean, I didn't sound as good as her. I thought I sounded amazing, and then everyone's like, "Look, you're singing." I'm like, "That's how I sound." So yeah, but it was a good time.
Tell us about the entrance that you made.
The entrance. So I had security in front of me and behind me because people were grabbing me to take pictures, like 7 people at one time. But I felt like royalty because I dressed bougie that night, and Rum Shop was calling me Bombay bougie because I had like the sunglasses. We're in a nightclub. I had sunglasses on. I had a fur coat on. And I walked through the crowd, and they announced me, and I went on stage, and then we just started singing the song and dancing, and I felt people were going crazy. They were touching my hands. I'm like, what's going on? I'm not used to this, but it was a good time.
That was actual security?
Yes, that was real security. Those guys are big.
Wow.
Not that anyone would hurt me, it's just to make sure I got on stage in one piece.
No aunties will grab you.
Exactly. Me daughter want my radio.
Have you done shows in other places aside from New York and Canada?
Yes. Recently I went to Atlanta. I was in Miami. I was in Orlando. So I've been doing shows everywhere where there's a good amount of West Indian people.
Tell us about the Atlanta show.
Atlanta, I was not expecting it to be the way it was, because when you hear Atlanta, you don't really think there's a big Guyanese or Trinidadian community out there until you go there. And because of that notion, they make themselves seen. So when I got there, it was like chutney music. We were drinking, we were dancing, we were playing danta, we were playing harmonium. They know how to party down there.
And that's where you recorded the Put Puja in Your Christmas?
Official Put Puja in Your Christmas, the official cover for it we did down there. So there's a Calypso song, Put Jesus in Your Christmas. And I heard that, I'm like, I gotta do something with this. And I just took Puja and I put it in the song.
And you've done shows in Florida too?
Yes, Orlando and Miami.
What was the Miami show like?
Miami was you would think Miami would have more of a soca scene, but by 12 o'clock they want to hear chutney and Indian music. That's when I went on stage. Miami's good, but Orlando is where I saw a big crowd, and people were waiting in the rain to take pictures with me, and that's how I got a sinus infection. I've been on antibiotics for the last few weeks, but it was well worth it, because by the end of the night I was like, I don't care, I'm dancing in the rain with everybody.
So it turns out you have a big love of food.
Yes, you're trying to. Are you body shaming me on camera right now?
What do you like to cook?
Everything. I grew up with a lot of, like I said, my aunts and my grandmas. So when they were in the kitchen, I was in the kitchen. So a lot of West Indian food, or our food, Guyanese food, dal, rice, curry. I don't know how to make roti yet, but I do like to cook our food, and then I like to experience. I see recipes online, and I just kind of add my own twist on it.
What things can we look forward to in the future from you?
Definitely some more personal Bombay stuff. So I've always wanted to vlog. I just never got into it. With my time opening up, I feel like I could potentially start doing vlogs. So as of right now, I'm Instagram based. So if you go to instagram.com/Bombay Lemonade, you'll see it down here below. Click that and you can get hold of me.
Well, it's been great having you.
Thank you.
And we have a lot of skits planned, and
Yes.
I'm sure people are going to be surprised by the stuff we have coming
I
up.
can't wait. Let's do it.
All right. Now we got Bombay in the hot seat.
Yes.
We're going to ask you 5 rapid fire questions.
Let's do it. I hope I answer correctly.
No wrong or right answers. Just
right.
tell us exactly what comes to your mind.
Okay. I gotta answer quick?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite Bollywood movie?
Raja Hindustani.
Aloo Bal or Polari?
Polari.
Favorite soca song?
Lucy by Destra.
Favorite West Indian snack?
Ooh, Gungala.
Would you rather party in the club or in the backyard?
Backyard.
There we go.
That's it.
That's it.
I won.
Come on down.
Start from the beginning. You want to ask the question again? Okay. I got lost there.
Bombay Andrew's not paying attention, is he?
Andrew's looking at his hair. Through the camera
I was
lens.
paying attention.
Did I really say Googla?
No, you said Google.
Googla. I didn't even say it properly.
That's what you said. Okay.
So, are we recording right now?
Oh my god.
How long was that? Like 20 minutes?
25
25
minutes.
If you didn't say I was your favorite, I would slap your ass.
I better hear that question in his, eh?
It's recorded. Somebody forgot to hit the button.
hit record. Andrew.
Can I meet you?
You just sit down and watch you forward. Eat it for look nice.
Exactly.
I'm still laughing at the fact that
we weren't recording for 25 minutes. That's the blooper.